Welcome to 10 Minutes. Today I want to talk about faith and the impact having strong faith has had in my life. In right at the beginning of 2020, what do we want to say? 2023. I really started working on my faith and giving my life to Jesus, and it's been an amazing just journey. And some of the stuff that's really awesome about it is the amount of peace and ability to do things that before would have been gut-wrenching or very stressful, or I would have had a hard time. There we go. We'll keep adjusting that. Would have had a hard time going after some stuff. Because when you believe in a higher purpose and you believe in something after this life, and that the stuff we're doing here today impacts and directly affects, not just our eternal life and our eternal faith and where we're going, but also all those around us. And, one of the biggest things that we worked on this year, or the last couple of years, after getting myself right and trying to understand how to properly operate and do things as biblically as correct as possible, it's really working on your witness and being able to inspire and encourage and lift up and help other people. And it's a really it's a tough balance. It's something that you got to be super careful. You want to allow people to do things on the timing that makes sense. You can't force stuff. You have to be more patient. You have to be more graceful. And you don't want to push people away. Obviously everyone has a lot of different beliefs and things that how they get through life, and you don't want to insult or disrespect any of that stuff. But once you've become someone with very strong faith, believing in God and Jesus, it's like an insane energy that comes into you to go and actually want to help other people find that same level of peace, that same level of joy, that same energy of chasing after and going after things. And it takes a massive amount of discipline when you're a little baby born again Christian, if you will, to not just run around trying to show people and give people what you've experienced, but you can't just force things. And I would say, for who I am and how aggressive I am at growing myself and the people around me, it's kind of like having the solution to so many problems, but knowing that if you bring it at the wrong time, you actually create more problems. And that is just, I think one of the big lessons I've gotten out of the last couple of years is there's so many of us that want to help each other, but even though you might have the right intentions and you might want to have the the person's best interest in mind, if we aren't clear on it, we don't have patience and wait for the timing for them to be open. And I think the timing of that, in my opinion, is when you have a strong enough relationship with that person to start to get into the deep conversations, just in general, not faith or anything to do with spiritual life or energy, or however people are processing a greater power, right? Because a lot of people recognize that a lot of things happen for a reason. There's already some type of plan, or there's some, divine situations that happen in life. It just seems to come out of the woodwork for people who are really looking for it. And it's almost like, you go around through life and you have blinders on and you can't see God moving, or you can't see these things that are divine appointments or divine interactions or major milestones that were just, the puzzle pieces were getting put in place for years, and then boom, it all comes together. A lot of people aren't stepping back and seeing the miracles and the things that are happening in their everyday life, even if overall life might be a little tough or a little bit of a struggle, it's still there's still miracles almost every single day. I mean, when you really step back and think about it, it's hard not to find them. But boy, it matters what your mindset is. It matters what you're trying to tune into and look at. If you're looking at all the negativity in the world, you're gonna catch and find that, and you're gonna build off that, and it's gonna feed your soul with negativity and struggle and problems. If you're looking at positivity and you're looking towards the light, and you're looking, whether you're using universe talk or whatever, and I'm not discrediting or disrespecting anything. I definitely have strong faith. I definitely believe in God and Jesus, but I don't want to disrespect anybody with this video. And if they find some things that work for them, I'm thankful that they're at least looking at life positively and moving towards joy and happiness and peace. Because I think even for me, I had taken a lot of ground in joy, happiness, peace, being able to overcome major things. And I had, I never had thought I had arrived, but I had thought I had made it a lot further than than I did. And so when I got right with my faith, it was insane how much more room there was to grow, and how little on the scale of growth I really had made it. And we never arrived, and we're always chasing more revelation, more growth, more change in our lives. And I just kind of wanted to get something out there to give you guys some thoughts on this. It's been kind of difficult for me as I went through my faith walk and figuring out where I stood with Jesus, and being saved, not saved, going to hell, not going to hell, sin, all these things. There's been a lot to process for myself, and I've been trying to be careful because I don't want to make anybody stumble. I don't want to be a rock in someone's faith walk. So, thanks for listening, and have a good day. God bless.